Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a quicker reading for the amount of information that I'm being asked to bring through right now. Well, let's see how this goes. So thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through the most important information at this time. What would you love us to know about the journey? What energies should we focus on? Okay, healthy boundaries. This is the card of healthy boundaries. So this is trailblazing, setting your own path, coming up against your known universe and carving out, teaching people how to treat you is another way of looking at that. So let's get an energetic card for each of the twins, divine masculines, please. Okay, and divine feminines, what can we see for divine feminines? Okay, so setting healthy boundaries, seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, and multi-directional change for the divine masculines. So let's see how that particular, how progressive awareness and multi-directional change is playing out in the divine masculines worlds right now. Progress, wish fulfillment, and truth. We have the Queen of Swords showing up. So yeah, this is the one that has the butterfly of transformation above. I'm getting that this is something that you represent, divine feminines, while divine masculines have been wishing for certain things out in the world. They've had whatever you've said on the back of their mind. You have been a divine channel. Your knowledge, your wisdom, your insight, your downloads, you know, in the runner-chaser dynamic, there's often the time where things start getting intense and the feminine will offload the current news report of where the connection is at and how she feels, they feel. The divine masculines then usually take space, but it sticks, it stays there. So all the while, the divine masculines have been cleaning up third-party situations, looking at the inner workings, taking accountability for their own actions, making changes in the 3D, and looking at this energy of abundance of, you know, all that glitters is not gold, having cake and eating it too. The amount of opportunity and option available. So there's like this, I don't want to say polar opposite, but duty and diligence, and then spontaneity and free-for-all. And then your heart, your words, your wisdom floating around this whole motion of the divine masculines. So progressive awareness, multi-directional change, all of the things are in question right now. The swing of self-sacrifice and duty versus I can do what I wanna. And then I'm hearing happy medium, the alchemized truth. It's almost like divine masculines are remembering something you said that was progressive for the time. It was a download, a channeling. It was ahead of its time, I'm hearing, and now it's making sense to them. I wasn't expecting divine feminine to be such a big influence in that, but c'est la vie. Okay, so divine feminines, you are also experiencing this setting healthy boundaries, teaching others how to treat you. And we get cellular light, bioluminescence, self-illumination, and simplicity. You're keeping it simple. You are only engaging in things that your whole heart is in. You're being you. You're showing the world the real you. And then dimensional planes of perception number 2, portals, possibilities, and options. This is setting you up for taking advantage of the things that are actually meant for you. You're no longer in wishful thinking, good intentions. It's just, it is what it is kind of energy. And you're able to see. But let's see, how is this playing out in the divine feminines worlds right now? What can we see for how this is influencing? Are you kidding me? Woo! So we got the Queen of Swords, and here's the King of Swords for the feminines. Isn't that lovely? So it's what the feminines have said, and I'm getting it's what the divine masculines haven't said. We also have justice in the reverse, and codependency. Wow, so divine feminines, we're still seeing this, paring it down to the autonomous level of self-sufficiency, wholeness, your capacity expanding, you understanding you are the center of your universe. It does not matter even if your divine masculine isn't saying anything about it or coming in and being an integral part in the 3D. Even though things don't feel fair, even though you're at a distance, there could be some of this codependency stuff, a new layer coming to the surface regarding how you've shown up in the past, what you want going forward, where where justice hasn't been served. It's all connected. It's connected with your experiences to your divine masculine. So I'm hearing that a lot of the karma is irrelevant now because you found I don't want to say irrelevant, but that's the word I was given. Irrelevant now because you found the lessons in the karmic situation, and now it's in that higher, upper echelon of the twin flame context. So it's different than a regular relationship to an average, ordinary, connection that is based in the 3D paradigms. This is a whole other level of energetic purity and next level portals. I mean, this is in the realm of the magician, the magic, the next level. It's both more grounded than ever. So we're getting this cellular light, which is the DNA, the Akash, the quantum, and transcending space and time with portals and all of the rest of it. So you are taking it to a truly uncharted new level and designing conscious relationship. You are the portals that this conscious high priestessy divine feminine energy comes through, but it's an infinite journey, and you are still working through viewing codependency of the past, viewing where you gave your power away, viewing where your divine masculine had more impact. Gratitude, I'm hearing, divine feminines. Have gratitude for all of it. Do not blame your divine masculine for running because of something that you feel you did wrong. It's all part of the journey, and it's all being here to teach. I want to point out that in these twin connections, divine masculines bolt at the slightest show of codependency, whereas a karmic situation, that would glue the darn thing together. So isn't that interesting? I love how both counterparts showed up. Okay, we are going to fly through now as quickly as possible a divine counterpart reading. What is your divine counterpart thinking and feeling? So I'm going to do the DMs and the DFs. So thank you, divine creator, for showing us what each counterpart is thinking of the connection, feeling on the heart space, wishing for the connection next. What actions are being taken at this time? What are the biggest challenges for each of the counterparts? I've got the giggles. I'm feeling this new fresh energy coming into some of the connections, and I keep seeing it in private reads and out here in the progression that the divine masculines are becoming more essential with the spiritual understanding, and there is a growing invitation to amp up the chemistry again. Just want to say there's a little bit of that emerging in the ether. Okay, what are the divine masculines thinking? Oh, heck yeah, circling back around for reunion. There's the twinsies and the Eight of Cups coming back around. So the Eight of Cups implies that, you know, we're leaving third-party situations, going off to find something better, something being left behind. It could have even been this connection, but there's a return with the Eight of Cups here. So if your divine masculine has gone out and, you know, the grass Doesn't seem to have been greener kind of energy here. So, okay, and for divine feminines, what are divine feminines thinking? The Hanged Man and the Judgment. I heard between a rock and a hard place. I also heard dun dun dun. So it's closing in. It's funny because divine feminines go through these periods of time where we know we need to let go, and we think, oh, there's going to be somebody else. We should look out and experience other soulmates. The grass being greener as well. It's like very mirrored here because the walls are closing in. It's like divine feminines, the more that you grow spiritually, the more you understand that your divine masculine is truly the one the divine has set apart for you. It's a divinely guided connection, and it's sinking in more and more how perfect this person is. And I'm getting divine feminines that you've understood a new level of busting the paradigm of attachment, meaning you don't have to pretend that this person isn't your match. You don't even have to buy into the hype because they're not showing up in the 3D that they're not your match. You're taking this to the next level, and time after time, the signs, the synchronicities, the truths that are revealed about character and preferences and style and interests and view of the world, all of it keeps pointing to this person, and that's becoming less and less fearful and more divinely inspiring is what I'm getting. So divine masculines, your divine feminine has let go of feeling pain regarding your connection and is entering a new level of excitement over it because they've stopped telling themselves they're not allowed to want you or to prefer you or to be intrigued by you or want to get to know you better, even if you're saying it's not appropriate. I know it feels, divine masculines, like you just can't shake this person, but it's not in that karmic class 5 clinger way. This is really in a, no, actually there is something to this kind of way. It's standing the test of time. This is true loyalty and commitment, but it's justified, divine masculines. Your divine feminines are loving themselves enough to say, yeah, I can let go of the emotional attachment, but there's unfinished business. What are the divine masculines feeling on the heart space? Oh, yes, that's good. This is great. We had this same card for the divine feminines, and you know, I'm being reminded in light of divine masculines getting this same thing, that even though divine counterparts are apart, they don't feel totally single. Yes, that is the energy that I'm getting here. I wish that would have come through, but it must not have been needed for the first portion. But the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse doesn't always mean codependency. Sometimes it just means this deep, heartfelt knowing that it's your person and you're in the world but not alone kind of energy, even if you're apart. So divine masculines, you're seeing through all the confusion, the options, that one unconditional cup of love. You know that on your heart space there's nobody like your divine feminine, and the fog is clearing, I just heard. What are the feminines feeling on the heart space? 9 of Swords in the reverse and Page of Pentacles. So Lord of Despair and Cruelty in the reverse. This is also a card of anxiety being turned around. And I'm getting with this aha moment, the Judgment and Hanged Man. Divine feminines, you know that to have this second chance that's written on your heart, it's on your conscious mind, that you have to put down the anxiety that says, oh, my divine masculine isn't choosing me, they don't want me, they don't prefer me, all of that stuff, and saying, well, I respect that, but maybe it's because they aren't there yet. And, you know, because we can't drop these connections, there is this kindness, a desire to offer. So divine masculines, you might get a little bit of communication from your divine feminine. You might get some sort of a tender reach out to see where you're at, test the waters kind of thing. And guaranteed it's absolutely coming from your divine feminines overcoming and their heart. And it's a real offer. It takes a lot to love someone that has rejected you with the same sweetness and purity and genuine authenticity that your divine feminine has for you. And so divine feminines, you might hesitate here. There is nothing saying that you should reach out, but if you're feeling to, just understand that it is a great testament of your unconditional love, that no matter, even if your divine masculine has shoved you aside, if you truly feel the connection and your own self-worth, your own self-worthiness indicates that reaching out is what your heart says you want to do, that's actually a testament of your healing and non-attachment, because you're not looking for, you know, whether or not you're going to be rejected. You're doing it because your heart says, not because you're afraid any longer of being rejected. That's beautiful. That is the other side of the coin, isn't it? Okay, what are the masculines wishing in the connection? Wounded warrior and grieving. This is exhaustion, perseverance. It's sadness. It's like a secret mulling over energy under the surface, but the sun is rising here. You know what? I'm seeing this as divine feminine and the divine masculines knowing that you are so tenacious, so resilient, so incredibly long-suffering. Oh, I'm getting a little teary because that's love. That's freaking love. Like, what kind of a love is this? The divine masculines are saying, what have I let go of? Look at this incredible warrior of love that just, I heard, keeps coming at me despite all attempts to self-sabotage and to wreck this thing. All of my self-sabotage attempts have failed miserably because here she comes again. Here they come again. It's hilarious. And it's almost like the divine masculine's gonna crack a smile. Like, that truly must be love. So divine masculines, you're wishing to make light of this because it just won't go away. This is hilarious energy. Okay, so what are the divine feminines wishing here? Wishing to have this crossroads, the blocked energy move. Princess of Swords, Princess of Rushing Winds. So swords, divine feminines, you're just wishing for it to give way, for the air to move, the air to clear, for the blockage to be cleared. From what I'm feeling here, there's a little bit of it's like a cork. I'm seeing the pressure that's behind a cork when you shake something. Champagne. Ooh, that's a celebration kind of a gesture, but it just feels like something's about to give and you're wishing for something to just give way a little bit here. What actions are divine masculines taking? The Lovers and King of Pentacles. Here's that commitment again. King of Pentacles is a commitment card, a husband card. It's in the reverse. Lovers is the love, the divine templates that exist, whether we believe or not. In the reverse, we're seeing a conscious recognition of that level of reality that does embody unconditional love. Here's this commitment. It's like divine masculines are coming to terms with the fact that there is so much freaking commitment in these connections, even despite saying, nope, I don't want it. I'm not into you. I want to walk in the other direction. I need space. All of that stuff, divine masculines are seeing that there has been commitment and loyalty and an immovable bond, I just heard. So divine masculines are really actually seeing the perseverance energy here. What are the divine feminines doing? Ooh, We got the Empress in the upright. It's been in the reverse for a good couple of weeks now. And in the upright, Princess of Cups, Princess of the Palace of the Floods. So this is the emotion. This is the, oh, I just heard homecoming. But Divine Feminines, you are in this Empress energy, and I really feel it's this proclamation of the love you have for your Divine Masculine, regardless of the fear of rejection or even their opinion. You know, it doesn't even hold power over you. You're gonna do what you wanna. You're gonna love. If the divine has told you that this is your person and written that love on your heart, you're gonna do it regardless. And so it's actually unconditional, because it's not conditional on your Divine Masculine loving you in return. You have pushed through and overcome all of that resistance to this love, so that you're going to love anyways and pain-free. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, Divine Feminines, is that Empress energy or what? Okay, what is the biggest challenge for the Divine Masculines? The Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine, that there has not been equal give and take. What's the solution? Divine Creator, offering love to the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Queen of Wands is the challenge. And offering love to the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing telling your Queen of Wands how you actually feel, reinstating them, or, you know, affirming how you actually feel here. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to get a clarifier on why the Queen of Wands came out in the reverse. I'm not reading it as reversal energy, but what is this? What is this, Divine Creator? Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? What is the energetic message we can get here? Lunar progressor, emotional equilibrium and compassionate non-attachment. That's what we just saw the Empress embodying. And so Divine Masculines, it's about testing the connection for this compassionate non-attachment. I just heard that that has felt like rejection to the Divine Masculines, and they have been confused as to whether or not you actually love them the way that they say that you do or have said. There's been some confusion here. Okay, this is hard to articulate, but there's something about you being an Empress energy and not taking no for an answer, Divine Feminine, that your Divine Masculine, because you have just let them go in the past when they've said there wasn't attraction or enough attraction here, because you have just sort of been like, okay, well, that's, you do you. I know what I know. You haven't fought for it. So they haven't really seen the love in that. They're just coming to a spiritual awareness, a maturity. So Divine Masculines, you're just coming into the level of knowing that your Divine High Priestess, Divine Feminine, has been embodying, and now you're beginning to see that this compassionate non-attachment has actually been a more profound love than any of that karmic pleading and selling and convincing kind of energy was. So in a way, Divine Feminines, you're not taking no for an answer, but that is not the same as selling yourself or convincing your Divine Masculine that they need to be with you in a certain way. This is more just showing up and saying, I want you in my life no matter what. It doesn't have to be a certain kind of way. But the Divine Masculines only thought that if you were going to be their person, that you would throw yourself at them in a certain kind of way. I'm seeing Divine Masculines holding their hand out with Divine Feminines' foreheads here, and the Divine Feminines going like that. It's hilarious. Anyways, okay, those messages. Now for Divine Feminines, what's the biggest challenge moving forward? With free will. So here's that Empress energy again. This is the free will card in the reverse. It means you have taken the reins in your hands. You've become the emperor. You're controlling the situation. You're not going to be controlled by your perfect match. You're not going to say, hey buddy, yeah, you're right, I'm going to tuck my tail and go the other way. Heck no. You're going to be like, this is my life, I do what I wanna. There we go again. So you're going to get in that chariot and move forward. And Divine Feminines, this is actually quite beautiful as the challenge, because despite all of your reality saying otherwise, your heart, your energetic assessment of the situation is what you're following in this motion regarding your counterpart. But that's the challenge, because it is contradictory. It's counterintuitive to everything the 3D would tell you. Oh gosh, what's the advice? The Death card and the Page of Wands. Wow, the Page of Wands turns into the Queen of Wands. This is the messenger, it's the spiritual seeker. So keep going with the transformation. Keep feeling into these new energetic encouragements that you're on the right track, that you have unhooked from the conditionality of even what your divine masculine would say to you about the connection. You have become a free spirit. This is the card of the free spirit, which means free from the binding of the world. And you're in the process of completely leaving that. There should be peace and comfort and joy and I heard reciprocity. So that is the magnet for reciprocity, Divine Feminines, is when you unhook from the expectation or the condition that anyone else should show up in a certain way, and that you're just going to keep showing up, doing you, being true to yourself, offering, inviting, you know, energetically, until it moves into more of the 3D. But it's the pain-free version of you that I'm seeing here, and you are becoming a free spirit, and that means free spirit, free from pain, free from suffering, free from lower vibrational interpretations. That's stunning. So keep seeking that higher truth and solace within your present, within your embodiment. You can let go of the past and come into it despite what has transpired, and you don't have to know the answers for the future, but just, you know, commitment to showing up as is, where is, how is, under divine guidance and trust. Okay, where is the connection going? Divine Masculine's eyes are being open to the potentials of this new sacred sexual beginning here. We get this Ace of Wands quite a bit lately. And what are we getting for the Divine Feminines? Ten of Swords is the Lord of Ruin, and Eight of Wands. Energetically, not taking no for an answer. This is the truth. The 10 reduces to an Ace of Swords, and that is the angelic protection. That is Archangel Michael's truth. That is the energy coming in, the connectivity that's informing. This can be divine signs and synchronicities. So you might have felt divine signs and synchronicities ramping up a lot lately. For all the counterparts, there's likely been a big motion awakening here with the Judgment and this Eight of Wands. We are getting a conduit between the twins here. Divine Masculines are picking up what you're throwing down, and this is the aha moment. They are feeling you. I'm seeing that Queen of Wands in the reverse. So as you let go of the strife and the mental conflict over buying into the resistance of your Divine Masculine, I'm not saying you should go out and stalk someone you have a crush. We're talking about these crazy next level twin flame dynamics that, you know, if you're on a twin journey. So if anybody who's not on a twin journey has watched all the way to this, and may these messages bless you, but if you're shaking your head saying this is a crazy train, this isn't exactly anything I've ever experienced, then this reading wasn't for you. I'm not speaking to you. I'm talking to those who know this is a twin flame journey and understand this incredible multi-dimensional energetic dance that the twins are doing. It is a rare connection. It is very sacred and very rare if you're experiencing this. It is not the typical way that people relate to each other. But as we trailblaze this, it will become the norm slowly but surely on the planet. We will reclaim sacred relationship, and this is the beginning of it. So allow that process. But as you are eliminating this mental conflict, this rock bottom, sabotage, left for dead energy once and for all, divine feminines. Your divine masculine is waking up to the passion and to who you are in a profound new way. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.